Hello people, I'm Jaby. Koay joining us is ACHARA KIRK.
Hi.
We're gonna look at the LUCKNOW trailer. Here we go. LUCKNOW Central?
Yes, sorry.
Son of a bitch. Hello people, I'm Jaby. Koay joining us is ACHARA KIRK.
Hey.
We're gonna look at LUCKNOW Central, the theatrical trailer. Here we go.
Ooh, with Farhan Akhtar.
सपना बैंड बनाने का दिल्ली में रिकॉर्डिंग करूंगा पोस्टर छपेगा अपना बैंड के साथ
छोटे शहर के लोगों के बड़े बड़े सपने
बाबूजी शहर छोटे होते हैं सर जी सपने नहीं
क्या सीढ़ी लगा रखा भाग यहाँ से इसने क्या किया है
मर्डर किया है आईएएस वाले का
बाबूजी आपने घुसे क्या बाबूजी
इस हाई प्रोफाइल केस में फांसी ही जस्टिस है सर
वेलकम टू लखनऊ से
Oh my god.
इस बार हम कैदियों के बैंड का कंपटीशन लखनऊ सेंट्रल जेल में करना चाहते हैं।
मुझे पता है कि आपको वहाँ बैंड बनाने का एक ऑफर मिला है आप वो बैंड बनाने का ऑफर ले लो
अरे बैंड बनाने नहीं आया मैं इधर
बैंड बनाने में भी नहीं आया प्लान कुछ और है
भागेंगे कैसे मैं पूछ रहा भागेंगे कैसे आप भागेंगे कैसे
There it is though, the band from Lucknow set.
यहाँ बैंड बनेगा नहीं बजेगा
तुम्हें यकीन है ये प्लान काम करेगा?
प्लान तो भागने का है पर सपना बैंड बनाने का है दर्जनों सौ की भीड़ 7 बजते हाथ सबके जवान पर एक ही नाम किसान 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 भाई बैंड यहाँ साथी गुड लक खट्टे आ गया सरकार भी 5 साल में बदल जाती है तिलकधारी
Wow.
ये तो जेल है।
Holy shit. That was such a
was
good
so
trailer.
cool.
That was a really, really good trailer. I am floored.
Yeah, like, I mean, from in the beginning, you think it's one thing. You're like, oh, so at first I thought it was this kind of, happy-go-lucky movie about a guy from a small town who has aspirations to be in a band, which it is. But then he gets accused of murdering someone, and then he gets thrown into jail, and then it turns into like Shawshank Redemption with a band.
Well, Shawshank Redemption with a band and also... Yeah, Shawshank Redemption. I'm sorry. I forgot the ending of the movie for a hot second. Yes. Yes, exactly. I'm so floored right now I don't have words. Like, that was just kind of unbelievable. That was a very moving trailer.
Yeah, I got goosebumps and everything. I was like,
It was well shot. The acting was good. The music was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting some kind of musical score moment in the middle of it, and it never came because that's not what the trailer's about. That's not what the movie's about.
right.
And then who's this girl?
Diana Penty, you remember her from, I think it's Happy Bag Jayagi.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Like,
yeah.
okay,
she's
yeah.
so pretty.
I remember her. I remember her in Happy Bag Jayagi now. The thing is, like, it got me right away because in the beginning he's trying to give his CD to this dude who's obviously important, and it
Yeah.
gets crushed, and I just felt bad.
I know.
It kind of reminded me of Hustle and Flow when, what's his name? Who the first Iron Man sidekick? Terrence Howard or something?
Yes, that's correct.
He was the star of Hustle and Flow, and he tries to give his thing to Ludacris, and Ludacris... Basically, what this ties into is I gave my, VHS tape to Jackie Chan. But, like, what's Jackie Chan gonna do with it?
Yeah.
He was in the middle of shaking hands with a bunch of people at the Chinese Man Theater, And is that what it's called?
Man's Chinese Theater.
I always mess up the name. And I've been messing that up for so many years.
And you're from LA.
Yeah,
so.
and I'm from, so it's really bad. But anyway, I gave it to him, like, I shook his hand, and then I gave him the tape. He's like, oh, thank you. And then he gave it to, like, a security guard and kept going, because he couldn't hold on to it and keep doing his thing. So it got tossed, but, you know. But, like, that's immediately what I had a weird flashback of, like, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, whenever it was that I gave it to Jackie Chan.
Don't do the math, guys.
It was 10 years ago or something like that. I can't remember when it was.
I think as artists, we've all had that moment where you risk everything and put yourself on the line, and you're like, please love me.
Right.
And then it's like, no.
Right. Now, in addition to that, you got this whole story where he's accused of something that he didn't do, and it's like you can immediately sympathize with the character, because I can't think of anything worse than someone accusing you of something you're not. Now, this is something Jaby gets to deal with all the time, where people think Jaby's doing something conniving and messed up, even though that's not the case at all. Like, another thing that I've been accused of, in the last 7 years is I'm a player. Now that's not the same as this, right? But I'm just saying, like, I know what it's like to be accused of something that's just totally false. Now, to take that and add to it, now you're going to jail for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I feel so bad. And this is based on a true story. Like, I immediately feel for that character. And then he's dealing with something even bigger, where it's like, do you go for glory or do you go for freedom? Because like that few seconds of glory sometimes feels like it's worth everything, I mean, that's what Black Swan was all about.
Yeah.
It's just that those few seconds of glory, and then it drove her to insanity essentially. So anyway, yeah, I like this a lot. I don't feel like I'm formulating my thoughts in the most coherent way, because it just kind of took me by surprise. I did not expect this at all.
No, I didn't think that this was gonna be about a jail, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought it was just gonna be this like happy-go-lucky thing.
I need to see this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I need to see this movie. It looks so good. Even the way it was, even the cinematography when the truck was going up to the jail, like the lighting was so moody and so cool. I'm like, oh god, this looks really good.
It looks really good. Yeah.
This is. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, video game related videos. My short film, Dragon Ball J, is quite amusing. You should check it out if you haven't already. It's a spoof of Dragon Ball Z. I am Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.